Hello, My Little Pony Generation 5, Chapter 5, Episode 2 and 3. This is going to be a two-parter. That's because these two episodes are called Family Trees, Part 2 and 3. Not Part 2, 3. Episode 2 and 3 of Family Trees. So that is very interesting to me, because is it going to be about Misty, her family tree, and her trying to figure out, well, who was my family before Opaline took me in? And then hopefully we get to see, because something that I really want is to see, well, the first time Opaline met Misty. Why did Opaline take her in? How did that happen? Because, like I have said in pretty much every single reaction, G5, to me, the only thing that I really care about G5 is Misty and Opaline. Their kind of like relationship is the only thing that I really care about. Everything else is kind of like eh. But I think that's something that's very interesting. So let's just go right into it. Alright, a little Misty. So like, wait, little rabbit. Wait a minute. Isn't this where they did the music festival? Alright, it's a lost memory. Like you guys are my friends here at Opaline's. Lay in my bed so that Opaline thinks I'm sleeping. Alright. We'll just skip the intro. Make your mark. Oh, and now Misty is there in the intro. At the end. She's like, no, listen to me, you fucking idiots. That is not at all what I'm saying. Well, it seems like Sunny is the only one listening. You're like, oh, but when is soon? Alright, let's have a therapy session right here. Some group therapy. Of the past. She's like, well, there's a problem there. Because I think I was a filly. She's kind of like, I was pretty low to the ground. I mean, my guess is that was probably one of her parents. I mean, the episode is called Family Trees, so... Like, you know what? Things happening to Sparky is probably okay. Oh, is it in Bridalwood? Easy. Sounds great, but let's try and figure out her vision first. Maybe it's kind of like, you know what? It actually has nothing to do with Opaline draining his dragon fire. He's just transitioning from a baby dragon to like a kid dragon. Kind of like how Spike was when he became a teenage dragon. I'm gonna call it. That is what's happening. Like, I don't know the back of my hoof. Apple Biddle. Is it the guy who's like plowing their mom? I mean, I think it's because isn't that like the only other unicorn that's of any significance? At least Zip. It is good that Zip is there, because she's not gonna let them just deviate from what we're actually doing. So it's good. She's focused. Oh wait, it's her home. Yeah, it's the same door. No. Are they sisters? Like, is Misty maybe her older sister? Is that what they're gonna do? I hope not. Because I think that door looked exact same. Yeah, but you're still just rushing it. Like, if you get the wrong information, then that's worse than no information. Or just a little bit of, semi-correct. It's kind of like, Misty's having the time of her life. And I think it's because of Sparky. He needs to suffer for Misty to feel good. You're like, no thanks. But I'll keep a hold of it in case I need to munch. Yeah, but when it comes to the vision, you see, if you don't just rush, just let her walk, she might start remembering stuff. a memory. It's like, I don't know. Have they shown, like, come on, you have to. Like, it's fine, Zep. You just wanted, you know, for everyone to feel safe. It's understandable. Wait, show me the door. Show me the door to Alphabetal. No, that's the door in the vision. Yeah. Is it? Is this her dad? Or maybe like older brother? He looks a bit too old to be her older brother, but you never know. Like, maybe Misty was like in the past and the. Yeah, in case his daughter comes back. Okay, well, got it. Are you sure? Maybe I think your memories are a bit different. The door isn't actually on the tree; it's on Alphabetal. Wait, maybe there was a door. Oh wait. Well, I think I completely like am wrong about the door, but I think my conclusion on, well, it's her dad is right. Like your sorrow is fueling the tree. And also, you know, this might be something that just you guys should know about. Um, like, try and keep this information as hidden as possible. Is it gonna be those, like, grundles? Oh no, breezies! Oh, okay. Careful, breezes are dangerous creatures. I mean, you can, you know, film some things and experience. Yes. They're extremely dangerous. And then just slow it down. Got it. It's a market, but during the night. Alright, yeah, here's the door. Oh wait, they're like, ah, fuck it, let's go in there with them. So obviously those background ponies are gonna play a part. Probably like an important part. I mean, I think it's pretty stupid, the whole thing of them speaking so fast and them having to translate the way they're doing. Just make them speak, well, normal pony language in a normal pace. And I'm sure this is the door. It's not... Come on, dog, kill them! I mean, if it works, it works. Alright. Alright. Like, those two background ponies looked at each other a bit, like, weirdly. Maybe they're a bit, like, cautious of the breezies. And like, yeah, I mean, that's the breezy musk. I don't think they said phone. It looked like maybe they wanted you to put your hoof mark right there, because they want your soul. Force feed him. Oh god. A compass. Ah, some dragon. Is that maybe like spike? Like hoof, not spike hoof marks, spike marks? And then it closed. Alright, yeah. Okay, so I'm a bit correct. The reason why they didn't know about her is because she was actually a filly like many years ago. Back when her dad was young, obviously. And then she probably got trapped in the tree, and time probably moves differently. Oh god, they're gonna miss each other. It's like, sorry, Breezes, I can't give you my phone. There's too much personal information on it. And I need it. I'll let you be. I guess maybe they recognize you. Is it the door to the shop? Alright. Say her name. Why wouldn't you say her name? Like, oh no, Misty. You know, like, she's called Misty. And now they're screaming Misty when he's not around. Well, I mean, a little bit of a slow start right here. Well, actually, not slow. I think it was a good episode. But I will say there at the end, I don't like the fact that why did they have to do that? The breezes, they can't understand each other. I don't like that. It just makes it annoying. The fact that she didn't say Misty, maybe she could have said Misty. Then that guy is like, okay. Because Misty maybe wasn't her original name. Maybe she was called something else, but Opaline named her Misty. That is something you could do, because what they did with Zip just not saying her name felt very, very unnatural. Yeah, I think it would have been better just to say her name, and then him being like, oh, okay. You know, like, okay, she's just called Misty. I mean, they're all very different, you know. You look at them from behind and you can't see their horns, they look like earth ponies. So I mean... And also Misty looks very unique in comparison to other ponies. Part 2. Alright, where was the magic door? I assume it's the shop. No, that door looks completely different from the shop door. Yeah, and that is the silhouette of her dad, you know. There's a fuck ton of doors around here. Just relax, take it easy. I can't fly. I mean, they do have wings. You see, and that also proves that they're evil. They made sure that you would fall over. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is the door. This is the door to my house. Yeah, and also, you know, maybe she's just in a house, you know, enjoying some tea. There's no reception. Like, fuck off, breezies. Alright, yeah. Oh, that's Spike, isn't it? It's the same colors, so that's like a big boy Spike. It's not a bunch of old rocks. It's like, nope. It's huge. Maybe there's some, you know, like dragon magic that rubbed off. Why? Why do you think you have to say goodbye? Or does it mean like, I might have to, you know, give them back to dragons? Fist bump. Or hoof bump. But please tell me. Where can Sunny have seen them? Is it maybe in like the lighthouse with Twilight? Oh, of course, and like they're separated again by a story. So close, but also so far. Yeah, no, I don't think it's a closet. I'm already out of the closet, so don't need to find my way back in. Was that like a fruit bat? Vampire fruit bat, maybe. Alright, I'm just gonna skip ahead a bit. There we go. Well, you're gonna have to. Yeah. Like, oh, you did, thank you. Alright, so I was completely wrong about the door. I thought it was to Apple Beetle's thing. Well, at first I thought it was Zips. Because they showed that door, I was like, oh god, are they sisters? But no. It's been so long. And she's also like, you know what? I'm also gonna be able to live, right? Sparky probably needs it to get energy. I mean, I understand you, Sparky, believe me. Is it gonna work that way? Oh, and the problem with this is that now Opaline will be able to get to dragons very easily as well. So yeah, Misty, I didn't think about that until this very second. Oh god, Zip looks very... not Zip. Ziddy Diddy, whatever her name is. Izzy. She looks very creepy. And like, yeah, you know, ladies first. Like, oh, well. So maybe she did enter this door and then she met Opaline? Huh. Well, guys, you also have to be a bit careful. You never know how an adult dragon is gonna act, you know? You don't know, like, what if this dragon is not a nice guy, you know? Or maybe he's hungry. You never know. So? I mean, you found him as a egg. So, I mean, I wouldn't say it's his homeland. His homeland is, you know, Equestria, wherever he was born, right? Or I guess you could argue maybe his homeland is where the egg was laid, not where the egg hatched. But I would say it's where the egg hatched. I mean, why would you think there would just be, like, random dragons absolutely everywhere, right? Yeah. I mean, if they're super far away, how are they gonna know? I mean, yeah, just follow him. And also, you too, Pegasus, I mean, you almost died in a cave. And that wasn't this creepy dragon cave, right? Yes. No, that doesn't look like a dragon. There we go, some bats. She wants to rule over everything. You're like, no. If Opaline has been here, then she's probably drained the dragons. No. We're stuck. Oh, okay. Well, good job. Pip. Very smart. I mean, pedals is maybe like not the best thing to do, to use, because if a wind comes in, bye bye, you know, trail back. But you know, I guess it's better than nothing. And I mean, it worked, so it was perfect. Ah, and it's gone. Like 3,000 years. If only you could get a glimpse of, you know, the guy who's plowing their mom. Now she's gonna see. Is she going to recognize? I think I recognize this guy. Oh my god. Maybe it was Alphabetal. Please tell me that they're gonna meet up this episode, because I know it's almost over. Alright, at least they got that out. Please, tell her. You know, so if she managed to come back, you know, I'm gonna be here. Yeah, I mean, he never told you, so how would you know, right? Like, oh, wait, am I dreaming? Is this actually real? Okay, I guess maybe she wasn't called Misty because when he heard the word Misty, it didn't seem like he really like, okay, she's called Misty now. I mean, obviously they have a fuck ton to, you know, what it's called, talk about and update each other on. Like, god damn it, Sparky. You know, but don't worry, Mom. You know, I mean, and we have to think about her. Like, I just figured out, you know, his daughter went missing, and now all of a sudden, you know, they're probably gone for many, many moons, and now I hear that you guys were in the Dragonlands. What if you guys went missing? How would I know that you were in the Dragonlands? And do you know how important it is to me? All right. Well, I like the conclusion actually. This is something I was thinking that maybe they would save until the very end. You know, the finale maybe. But actually, it was just a two-parter in the beginning of. It wasn't even the premiere. It does feel like this was supposed to be a special that then got turned into two different episodes. That is probably because it was pretty slow. It felt like maybe they had like 30 minutes that they had planned. But then like, we can't make a 30-minute special. They have to be 40 at minimum. We can do a special. I don't know, like why didn't they make this into a special? Who knows? It isn't important, right? Like you left with a lot of questions. Like what happened to the dragons? Like how did she fucking meet Opaline? Please tell us. But I think all the characters were pretty good. They at least did something. Maybe not the unicorn Izzy. I still think that out of the main 6, I think she's like the bottom for me. But it was nice seeing everyone do something at least, other than Izzy. Because what did Izzy do? I mean, obviously Pip, you know, with the flowers. And then Zip does a fuck ton. She found a door. She kept them on track. You know. And then Hitch has the whole thing with Sparky, even though I don't like Sparky. I think it's a negative for the show. But at least it's something, right? So like, if you have to think about it objectively, there is something happening. Alphabettle, I think is what his name was. And I wonder how far back it was. Was it as far back as with the girls? Because then you think about that, it's kind of like, well, how didn't Izzy know about Misty then? So I assume it has to be even further back. I don't know. And I don't think the show's gonna tell us, because I think if they were gonna tell us how the timeline worked, they would have already done it in this episode. So I think it's just something, it's kind of like, I don't think about it. They probably didn't have this planned out, that this guy was supposed to be her dad. They probably didn't have that planned out. So when they decided, you know what, we're going to have her parents in the show, what ponies do we have? Well, we don't really have. Do we want to just introduce two random, or maybe a random unicorn? Or are we just gonna pick pretty much the only other unicorn that there's anything about? I think they picked him. And they didn't think about how that would work, for the story. But yeah, thank you for watching and goodbye.